Oh, Z900RS Cafe. New 2019 colours. How bloody gorgeous is that? Blade Kawasaki in Swindon have let me out on this today. God, that looks good, doesn't it? That does look good. I do like the 2019 colours. They're still running the original all green one. Actually, I'll wander in and I'll show you the all green one. Hopefully my camera, because it's quite dark in here, hopefully my camera will be able to pick it up. So that's the all green Z900RS. Still a pretty thing, but a little bit too green for me personally. Where that, I think they've got that exactly right. Okay, let's get on the way. Right, if you don't watch my channel, you won't know, but I've got a 30-inch inside leg. I'm 5'8", 30-inch inside leg, and my feet, I'm on the balls of my feet. I can't quite get my heels down. It's nice and smooth. Clutch is as light as you like. An assisted slipper clutch. Now the assisted bit means it's super light to pull. I mean, this clutch, you can pull it in with one finger, no problems at all, even without your thumb behind, you know, don't even have to have your thumb behind it, it's so light. Oh, handle's nice. Sorry about this, I'm trying to get my camera to start and it won't. Oh, it can't beat a bit of camera faffery. It does, doesn't it? It feels so plush. It does feel really nice. It's deceiving, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I'm on the balls of my feet. I am. You know, but you're right. It does look tall, doesn't it? I was going to say, come on, GoPro, don't let me down. Okay, well, let's start talking about this bike. You know, here I am, I'm going out on this thing and I'm not really saying a lot, you know, I'm just sort of enjoying the ride. But what I can tell you about it is it rides beautifully. Okay, the ride is supple, it's plush, it's just a beautiful ride. The seat is comfortable, you're in the right riding position. You know, the fairing takes a bit of the wind off your chest. You know, there's still a little bit there, but it's, you know, but it's not horrible. One thing I will say is there's a little bit of, when you're on that neutral throttle where you roll on and off, it's a little bit of like an on-off, if you know what I mean. Yes. Oh, yes. Holy shit, it's a police car. Oh, it's a police car. Of all the bloody times to get a police car in front of you. Okay, anyway, this will give me a time. This will give me a chance to talk about the bike. Okay, yeah, no, it's great. I love it. You know, I'm not a big spec whore. You know, you're not going to get, you know, on this, if you follow my channel, you know what I'm like. If you don't follow my channel, you ain't going to get a load of spec. You know, I'm not going to, you know, talk a load of bollocks on the side of a road and yeah, this is a 320mm disc. You know, I'm just not one of them people. I just go out and I ride it, and I either like them or I don't like them. It's as simple as that. And I'm going to be honest about them, because you know, I'm not just riding these bikes, you know, for my channel. I'm riding these bikes because I love bikes, and potentially I might buy one of these. You know, and that's what you do, isn't it? That's what everybody does. You know, and I've got you lot along for the ride, which I'm really appreciated. You know, I'm really appreciative of. But anyway, let's get back on track. So, you know, I really like it. You know, I'm not a fan of inline fours. You know, once upon a time, yeah, completely inline four. I used to love that you could rev the balls out of these things, and they just give it back to you. You know, but there's you know, sometimes it feels like the soul has been taken out of them. But this bike feels really, really good. Really, really good. I mean, I really like it. Really, really like it. Yeah, if you could just sort out that on, see what I mean? Is, I don't know if you'll probably not be able to pick it up on the camera. So I'm in third. Yeah, see what I mean? Closed throttle to open throttle. Bit snatchy. But that doesn't put me off the bike. It's got to be something you're aware of. It might be something I'll get used to, but there we go. But it sounds good as well. This is the standard pipe. Now Kawasaki do a different pipe for this, but apparently you can't take the baffles out of it, so I can't see the point, and I'm not going to recommend it. You know, if you can't take the baffles out of a pipe you've just spent a load of money on, you know, what's the point in changing it? There isn't, is there? Perhaps I should have gone a different way. Sorry. Thinking about avoiding, how am I going to avoid this police car? You know, everything's at your fingers. Everything feels good. The brakes are good. The clutch is super, super light. But like I said, this is Kawasaki assisted slipper clutch. But you know, the gearbox is slick. No complaints there whatsoever. The motor, 108 horsepower. I'm not sure what RPM that's produced at. 108, 109, 98 torques on this, which is great out of a 900cc. In fact, I think it's a 950cc. This, isn't it? A 948. Again, like I said, I'm not a massive spec whore, so you know, and I'm sure you've watched loads of videos that are giving you loads of specs, but it feels good. You know, it's plenty for the road, but it rides over bumps really nice. The suspension is fabulous. Trust me, you don't need a sports bike. This thing, oh man, this thing is great. Yeah, so if you follow my channel, you probably know I get a little bit excited about most of the bikes that I ride. You know, every bike that I've ridden, I've loved. You know, I'll put a link up to some of the other bikes that I've ridden at the end of this video. So if you manage to get to the end of one of my videos, then click on one of the links to one of my other videos and give those a watch. But you know, so I tend to go out and I enjoy myself on bikes. You know, I haven't been on a bike that I haven't enjoyed. You know, this is why you need to go and ride them yourselves. You know, it's all well and good watching YouTube and watching us out on these bikes and riding them around. You need to go and ride these things yourself. You know, I really like this. Would I own one? Do you know what? I probably would. You know, it's beautiful, isn't it? You know, if you get an opportunity to go and look around there, one of these, Kawasaki have done a great job in the detail and the finish. Just finished so well. So yeah, Z900RS. So RS being retro sport, not race spec. Yeah, you don't notice that throttle opening and closing issue when you're like in a high gear and you're just rolling along. It's that you know, when you're hooning it, and you all know what I mean when you're hooning it. It's that open and close throttle. It's just a little bit on and off. Nice little stubby size stand. Right, back with you in a minute. Right, just a lovely coffee with the guys. This is what motorcycling is about. I mean, look at this today. Perfect weather. Getting on your bike with some friends. Going for a great ride. That's what it's all about. I was gonna stop and talk a load of rubbish about the display and everything, but I don't think there's any point. You know, there's, like I said earlier, there's loads of videos with loads of people boring you to death about specs and stats and, you know, what this, that and the other does, and you know, this you know, it's not what my channel's about. It's whether my channel isn't reviews, guys. I don't know if you've noticed. You know, okay, I'll go out and I'll ride these bikes and I'll talk about them, but you know, for me, it's the experience of the bike. It doesn't matter what the rake and trail is, or what the you know, the damping is set at, or what how big the discs are, or none of that rubbish. Doesn't matter what, you know, in the slightest. It's all about the ride. It's all about the ride. And this bike, trust me, this bike is really nice. So what do you guys reckon then? What do you reckon of the 2019 colour? I like it. You know, the old green one is still nice. But it's a little bit, like I said, it's personal choice, isn't it? I find the green one just too much. Just too much, whereas I find this just right. You know, while I'm riding around just dreaming of nothing really, I'm just riding around enjoying a ride on the bike. You know, like you do, you know, you go on these things, it's just, you know, you take in the environment, don't you? It's just, you know, that's what motorcycling is about. You know, I need to, you know, I'm putting a video together for you guys to enjoy. Okay. Hopefully that's enough for everybody. I'm still quite a way out of town, but I'm just going to enjoy the ride now. I'm going to sum it up quickly, unless something else happens on the way home, but I'm going to sum it up here. It's great. It's a great bike. Kawasaki really have put together something quite nice.